I owe you an apology. I am so sorry it has taken me so long to get this video out. I've been trying to post at least one video a week to, show my journey for downsizing. And the truth is, at least once a year, I have a major eye infection. And I really didn't want to be on camera with my eye all puffed up and looking angry and looking like Rocky Balboa. And yeah, so anyway, it's finally healed enough that I think I look human again. You can still see a little bit of my scabbing under my eye there, but it's, believe me, a lot better than it was. So I have continued with my house prepping to get the house ready for sale or whenever that ends up being. And as you know, I mean, trying to be a bit of a perfectionist here, trying to make sure everything is really clean. And then I find something needs fixing, and then also trying to do a little bit of the touch-up painting and stuff like that. Now, if you actually watch the video all the way through, there's quite a few little tips spread throughout it. But if you just like to see the before and after, like I do in a lot of videos, I'll have timestamps below, and you can see the recap at the end. Just have a quick look at the beginning part, because I forgot to take photos that I could put in at the end too, so you can compare side to side. But I hope that you get some value out of this video, and I will see you at the end. So this is my winter bedding. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. One thing I don't like about it is these little tuck things keep coming apart, and try to cover them up as best as possible. But I know normally I have this throw on here. I spread it out for my dog, so she's she's cozy, comfy, and it's a lot quicker and easier to throw this in the wash than to have to wash the comforter all over again. So yeah, so this is kind of before. I don't know that I'm going to change too much here. I'm going to say probably not. Yeah, well, I better get at it. Well, when I was washing all my other bedding, I forgot about doing the bed skirt here. And I definitely need to do it because Misha likes to rub along the bottom of things. And this has gotten like really dirty. So I'm going to take the bed skirt off and wash it. And I've also noticed that it needs a little bit of mending here too. Like, I'm not really that worried about the damage to the fabric there, because that gets covered up with the comforter that overhangs it a bit. Okay, so I am continuing with my master bedroom spring cleaning. I already washed my bed skirt and sheets there, and I fixed the bed skirt that was coming apart. Don't think I'll get too much done in here today because the day's half over, but I wanted to clean my ceiling fan. You can see all the dust up there. Yeah. So I'm going to get that cleaned off, because you always start at the top and you work your way down. And then I'm going to go and steam clean my recliner chair here. And yeah, that might be it for today here because the day's half over. So I wiped the blades and everything down, and then I took the shade down to wash that, and I discovered that one of the light bulbs there had not been screwed in enough. I thought it was burnt out, but lo and behold, it's still working and will hopefully be a little bit brighter now. Well, I finished steam cleaning the main parts on the chair that needed cleaning. I had done it not too long ago, like the back and all the sides, so I didn't bother with that, but there's always stuff getting spilled on it, so I had to do some on the arms, the seat, and the footrest. Okay, I finished cleaning the fireplace, the mirror, the recliner chair there, the floor that's in this little area here. And I also did the cedar chest here. I put some lemon oil on it. But as you can see, there's some damage, like some scratches and some other damage here. And I've decided I'm going to have to refinish the top of this. I mean, there's some other parts on it that have a few little scratches and wear and tear, but I think they're okay. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to have to save that for a future project. So I'll have to do that another time. So one thing that I have said before, and I'll say it again, if you're cleaning, organizing, renovating, whatever, think about any problem areas that you might have and try and come up with a solution to fix them. In my bedroom here, one thing that's always bothered me is that these curtains are too long. But it was behind the bed, so I didn't bother with it. I was busy, you know, that's the excuse we all have. So I just wanted to get on with it. But now that I am working on doing my spring cleaning and getting the house ready for sale, whenever that ends up being, I think I'm going to tackle getting these shortened today. And I want to do another steam cleaning of the rug. I did do a pass the other day, and it's better than it was, but I'd like to do it a little bit more because you can see where the traffic area was. It didn't come completely clean. So I will work on those two things today and see how far I get. Houston, we have a problem. Now, I've been putting a few pins in the curtains to see how short I want them to go. The floral ones, not a problem. These striped shears, unfortunately, were not made identical. The stripes don't match up. And look at the bottom. You know, that's always going to be off. Now, I'm just going to have to go ahead and do it anyway. But unfortunately, they're not going to be perfect. And I mean, this is hidden behind my headboard, or at least it has been. I'm not sure if I'm going to rearrange the furniture or not. But yeah, I'm just going to have to do it and hope nobody else notices that. As you can see, it's a beautiful day today, and I finished hemming the curtains here. I decided to take all the curtains down to wash them. And since they're down, I am going to wash my windows inside and out. The thing I like about these kind of sliders is I can do the outside at the same time. Like I can swing them around and get to the outside part of it. So I'm going to do that. So as you can see, I have my curtains hung up again. I had taken them down to wash them and clean the windows. I shortened these ones here because they were dragging on the floor, and dust bunnies were getting caught up in that. So I wanted to have it easy to clean underneath. Now, I had always planned on putting the bed back where it was underneath that so you wouldn't even see them. As it is right now, I mean, if they were left open, they would be probably considered a little bit too short by at least an inch or two. But they're going to be fine for what I need it to do. I also finished steam cleaning this area rug, and I had debated about putting that back, but I think I will. And another thing I had contemplated was rearranging my furniture. So I'll show you a picture of how I had it set up before with the bed this way. There's really only the two options that made any sense, because it needs to be as symmetrical as possible, with room on both sides of the bed for a nightstand. And the little alcove over there, you know, fits the fireplace perfectly, and a little sitting area if I want to watch TV. So anyway, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm going to try and rearrange things a little bit more, put them back where they were. Eventually I'll make the bed up again. And yeah, I'll check in with you as I'm a little bit further along. Okay, so the last thing I have to do for my spring cleaning in my bedroom is to go through my nightstand drawers on either side of the bed. And I don't know that I'm going to get rid of anything in here, but definitely needs a clean out. I had remade this heat pad thing. It's got, oh, I don't know what is it, flax seeds or no, it's something else in there. And you put it in the microwave for 1 or 2 minutes and you put it around your neck. But the old one had holes, that's why. I've got all that in there. So I got to clean this out anyway. I had put this picture in the drawer when I was trying to, you know, just move stuff around and get things cleaned out. So I don't know if I should bring that out or not. Anyway, I'm going to get at this. Do I have anything at the bottom there? Yes, I do. More medical stuff. So anyway, I'll get at that, see what I've got, see if there's stuff I can get rid of, at least give it a wipe out, and then I'll do the other side as well. So this is my other bedside table, and I thought I should just give you a quick before over here. This top drawer here has a lot of stuff that I access on a regular basis. And I've got books in the second drawer and nothing in the third. So I'm going to take everything out of here as well. You should always declutter before you organize. You probably heard that before a million times. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times in previous videos. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Now, one thing I know for sure, I want to change up a bit here. I've got some essential oils here, but I have my essential oil diffuser on the other side now. So I'm going to at least move that stuff over. Okay, I just wanted to show you what I've decided to get rid of and what I'm keeping. Let's start with what I'm getting rid of here. All these books and this book mark from Alaska and this mask. Oh my gosh, I am so sick of masks. I can't even breathe in them. So let's not go there. Now this little thing had this little flashlight and that pair of scissors for dressings in it. I've had that pretty much, I don't know, over 25 years since I started taking nursing courses, and I've never used it. This has got one of those pens that's got like 4 different ink colors, and it's got like little secret pockets and you know, Velcro things that you can put it on a belt loop or whatever. Never used it. Guess what? It's going. Same with the pen. I'm not going to use that. I am going to keep the scissors and this light and my stethoscope, and I'm going to put it in my first aid kit. Now, one of the things that I think it's Dana from A Slob Comes Clean advises when you are decluttering and you're trying to keep stuff, or you are keeping things, ask yourself, where would you go to look for it? You know, I would go to look for my medical stuff in my first aid kit. So that is going to go there. Same with this wound spray for my dogs. Now, would I think about looking in my nightstand for that? No, I wouldn't. I need to put it in the laundry room with all the other dog stuff. I haven't decided where I'm going to put these things. The manual for the Fireplace, I'm going to put it with my other manuals. So I am keeping those, but that's what I'm doing with that. All this stuff here is recycling. Okay, so in my top drawer here, I have my essential oils here, and I've got my essential oil diffuser right there. I've got a few little screwdrivers, which are great for repairing glasses and other little fiddly things. Sometimes you need small ones to open up the backs of battery-operated things. I've got my little remote here for the Fireplace when it's out of season and not in use. I've got my little needle nose pliers, which I ended up trying to keep separate from my regular tools because I found that they would go missing if I left them in my regular toolbox. I've got a barbecue lighter here for lighting the candles. I've got a thermometer there when I want to know how hot it's getting here. And of course, all these little packets of Kleenex, which I can, you know, take to put in my purse or the car or whatever, grab and go. So that's my second, or my first drawer, I should say. In my second drawer here, not much has changed, except I got it cleaned out. I got my Dr. Ho stuff here. I've got my old-fashioned hot water bottle, which came in really handy when we had a power outage, because I was still able to boil some water and have hot water when I had no heat. I got my little electric heating pad here, and then I've got this one, which has whole oats in it. It's not flaxseed. Whole oats in there, so you pop it in the microwave for 1 or 2 minutes, and it's great if you've got a sore neck. Perfect. So that's the second drawer. In the third drawer here, I've got my little travel case with electronic stuff in, and I've just added one of these extra like charger cords that will fit my current phone. And you know, I've got the plug adapter things for different countries, little donut there for keeping your earplugs, earphones kind of contained. And those are just little twist tie things so you can tie up cords. And this is like a mini alarm clock, very old-fashioned. And in this thing, this is an old toiletry case. So I've got lots of like toiletry containers for traveling. So this is basically just stuff for traveling. And I do think to go to this drawer when I'm looking for this kind of stuff, as opposed to where my suitcases are, because that's another area we'll get to eventually. Here in my other nightstand, I did decide to put my picture up there for now. But got it kind of contained here. Got my Kleenex, my Tums. This is all allergy medication. Worst time of year for me now. Lip balm, hand cream. There's a little flashlight for when the power goes out. It's handy. It doesn't happen a lot here, but as I've mentioned many times in the last, I don't know, month and a half, we had a big power outage with the ice storm, and I didn't have power for 2.5 days. A lot of other people were without power for a lot longer. So I've got my puffer here and my A535 for muscle joint pain, and some foot cream and some hand cream, which is almost empty, but it's still good, even though I'm sure it's expired because I've had it for a long time, but it still smells nice, it still feels nice, so hopefully I'll be using that up soon. Ta-da! I have an empty drawer and another empty drawer. So I'm thinking I'm going to put some more books in there. I did decide to keep a few that were in there, but I don't necessarily know if that I want them in there or if I want them somewhere else. My books are going to be a big thing for me to go through, so I'm going to save that for another day. Well, I finally finished spring cleaning my master bedroom. I've been actually staying in my guest room for the last 2 weeks, and I'm just so looking forward to sleeping in my own bed again. Not that it wasn't comfortable there, but there's nothing like your own bed, right? Now, it doesn't look a lot different than it did from before. You may notice the only real difference is the bedding. I swapped out my dark gray velvet winter comforter for this lighter white duvet set. And, oh, I did bring out that little picture there too, but everything else is pretty much the same. The pictures are all the same, the mirror, where the TV is, the placement of the furniture. Got this comfy cushion here for the recliner chair. And I got that throw blanket, which I've decided I'm going to put on every time I sit there, and especially when my dog comes to sit with me. So if her paws aren't the cleanest, doesn't matter. I can just throw the throw in the wash, easy peasy. A lot easier than having to bring out the steam cleaner every single time and clean it over and over again. Yeah, and I've got this is where I normally charge my phone, so I got the phone cord there. I did end up washing all the curtains when I did the windows. If you can't actually wash your curtains, you should at least give them a good vacuum. Now you may notice here that my curtains are all quite sheer, which I don't have a problem with. I haven't worked shift work in many years. But if you do need to have a room staying really dark, you probably want to have thicker curtains, darkening or blackout ones. But yeah, I am aware that these are quite sheer. I just thought I should point that out. And I know you can't smell it on video here, but I've had the windows open too, getting lots of nice fresh air in here. And wow, does it ever smell good? And the best room freshener is fresh air. So if you've stayed to the end of the video here, I thank you for watching. I hope you got some good tips here, and I will see you in the next one.